Morning, Taxi Chronicles here. Yesterday I had an interesting conversation with a Polish guy. Just come back from Poland. He says, he's telling me some stuff about the Ukraine situation. You could call it a war, a conflict, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure what the government's calling it today. But he was saying, yeah, the American soldiers have just been moved into Poland to enforce the NATO barrier. 30,000. But he fears that if Russia did want to invade, that they wouldn't be able to hold their own because Russia is a real, big, strong beast, which was interesting. He also said there's some bombs or artillery missiles that's been dropped not far from the Polish border, considering Kiev is 500, he said 500 to 600 miles inland from the Polish border. A bit of an interesting one. But what also struck me, he said if Ukraine, or the government of Ukraine I should say, just said let's not join NATO, let's not put weapons facing Russia, then this wouldn't be an issue. But what he did speak about also is lots of refugees, asylum seekers have come from Ukraine to Poland, 1.2 million in the last week. And he said his friends renting houses to them. He said the rich, yeah, he's perfectly happy with them because they're paying the rent, but the others are not. And obviously the government will give a little money, but for how long, and will they leave, will they go home? That's his fear. And what struck me is that regardless of the cultural background, regardless of the race, you still get the same mindset in people when people come to your house or your home. The same way you got the Pretty Patel who try to keep people out, you've got other people who try to keep people out. But people get concerned. Everybody likes to do some form of charity, but it's like, okay, how long do I have to do it for? How long, is the government going to give me £350? And why is the government here, for instance, not paying the normal rent, what it would cost to rent an apartment from a private landlord to house any asylum seeker? Not to mention why they've changed the rules. But I just felt you should know that. Have a nice day. Taxi Chronicles.